this is where some people might not want to muck about with it, because obviously you've got to sow the field and then you've got to wait for it for 3 stages, so it's almost ripening, and that's where some people might think, oh, what's the point? But if you want to go organic, then what you do is, there you go, you can see, I'll just reverse back, unfertilized, it is now fertilized. But it's got to be in the 3rd stage of growth. See, you can't do it with sugar beet. I didn't know, I planted it just to make sure. Wheat, you can do it wheat, and you can't do it taters. Fair enough. Corn will do it. Barley will do it. And also, I don't know whether it will do it, keep an eye on where there's that little tuft. It should, yeah, you can just see it. I know I went through the edge again. I'm going to get big slappings all for this. Yes, it also works on fully mature crop. So if you forget to harvest the crop and you know you want to change the crop, it will fertilize it as so. Also, it's supposed to do withered crop, so if you forget, if you're on a map that's got wither on and you didn't get round to doing it, then it's supposed to fertilize withered crop. So there's a use for wither crop. If you're on a hoofing great mat and it's got wither on and you didn't get around to doing it, now you could use it for fertilizer. As I say, you've got to plant it. So if you're using certain seeders, if they've not got a cultivator built in, it means basically you've got a cultivator field anyway. So has it, you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna go through the edge again because I'm gonna get the plough, because you're supposed to be able to do the plough as well. I don't know, it's a bit of a testy thing. Use. Yes, I think it has got a use, but you know, time factor wise, it takes a lot of time up. Because as I say, if you haven't got a seeder that's got a cultivator built in, then you've got to cultivate it anyway, and then you're going to be saying, well, excuse me, I just got to sneeze again. Sorry about that. What I was saying. Yeah, so I would say 90% of you are going to turn around and say, I know I'm going through the crops, I apologise, slap me silly. What is the point? It depends how you want to play the game, basically. It probably has its uses. Because if you want to play it on a rotation system, a proper rotation system, then obviously you can now sort of leave a field fallow, but if you put a crop on it in the third stage, you can actually fertilise it in. So yeah. Or, as I say, withered. If it's withered, then you've got no choice. You're gonna have to plough it in anyway. And if you're ploughing it in or cultivating it in, whichever you're doing, it's going to fertilise it. The other one is that I've got on board, which is it's the same thing. I'll give you the links to them. You know, I'll put it in the description. Whoa! Didn't like that, did it? I've done it again. Gone too far. You know, I'll put the links in the description for it. You either use it or you don't use it. I'm just showing you, basically. As you can see, it's fertilising it on the plough. So yeah, it's got its uses in certain areas. Whether you're going to use it depends entirely on your style of play. I can't say, you know. Should have spun my plough over, but yeah. The other one is on the corn. There's a corn. I'll not show you because it's basically third stage again on the corn. He's done it so for chaffing, and I think also you can do it on wheat and barley again, but you'd have to have the, is it disco on the front? Probably not called the disco, but disco on, I'll call it the disco on the front of the crone forage harvester. I had bubble butt in my brain. I was trying to think of the real name of it. That's my missus's fault. It's because when she was learning how to play the game, she sort of nicknamed most of the equipment. And it sort of stuck in my head, most of it. Like if she used to call the mixing wagon Nunu. I don't know if anybody's ever watched the Teletubbies or even know what the Teletubbies are. Well, there's a vacuum cleaner in that called Nunu, and she thought the self-propelled mixing wagon, which is, I think it's the SRV27 or whatever it's called, is its proper name sort of thing, or SPV, I can't remember the exact name. You know, if I said to her, go get the mixing wagon, What's that then? Okay, go and get Nunu. Oh yeah, I know what Nunu is. So there's a lot of things around the farm that got little nicknames. Yeah. So yes, anyway, I see I get sidetracked so easy. You think, oh, shut up and get on with it, Panda. But yes, the wheat. It was mainly for the corn that he's put it on, and I'll put a link to that one as well. On the third stage, it's supposed to have more water content. I mean, if you're a farmer, you'll probably understand this a lot more than me. I know it'd be easier if I keep spinning me plough, and I should do, but I am not. Yeah, on the third water stage, oh sorry, the third stage is the most water content in the corn, which would then produce higher yielding, better crop for chaffing. Which, you know, is what it is. So on the third stage again, you could harvest this with the crone or bubble butt, whichever you want to call it, and supposed to get a higher yield. Okay, there's just one more thing I would like to show you. God blimey, you saying cool more? This tractor down here. Well, I could have picked any tractor, but we use this one because we're on a straight. Okay, you've seen me use this one before. It's the GPS mod, but the GPS mod has had a facelift, and it's gone to version 3, I believe now. We just set these up. Obviously the front is, the comma lowers it down, B turns it on, press G to go to the back, V lowers them down, B turns them on. Right. I will just step out and step away. So yeah, the GPS mod has had an update to version 3. I have to get in the tractor, unfortunately. Noisy thing. If you press Control and 0, you can now see in the bottom left hand corner. I will get rid of my load status for a moment. Alt A. And you can see up in the top you've got turn GPS on, turn GPS off, and GPS control panel, which is left control 0 turns it off, you know, that gone, that on, left control and comma, no, full stop on the numpad, apologise. You've got another little, let's just turn it off for a second. Might make it a bit easier to hear. Come on, get out of the way. Right, thank you. We can hear ourselves talk now. Yeah, it's had a little update. You can see the controls are the same as last time. If you want to have a look, Control W, it's in passive mode at the moment because obviously you can just see the line, the green line in this. Control E resets the where it is. Because I'm in the grass, it's not very visible. You can just see, make out the red lines. Yeah, there you go. I'm in the red lines now. You can just see the green line at the nose there. Yeah, right. 2 tram lines either side. Obviously you can offset if you want to go. If you press Control or hold the Control key down, then you've got your mouse. You can come over and you can muck about on this control panel if you want to do it this way. I mean, offset, you can play about with the offset. Auto run, I'm not sure on that one yet. But you've still got the basics. You can save a course, working width, you can add. Obviously you can see the lines going out, lines back in. Offset, would cut it, you can just see the red, the blue line there. Back to the center. You can just see in the bottom that the numbers changing on the offset, +1. Yep. So there you go, the offset. You can still do it on the keys. I still use Control Enter to set up. If I was right, let's just go in. Obviously it's set up the opposite way because I'm running that way. But if I press Control Enter, it reorientates it to this field or wherever I'm pointing. The thing with the GPS, I believe, I could be wrong, is that it takes it on the actual shape of the field. So Control W plus sets it up on this one. If the field is slightly not square, then it could change the actual direction of course play. Like if you used, because it does it on the actual angular lines of the furrows, I think, but don't quote me on that, I could be wrong on that one. That's why on, if you've got multi-terrain on, and you know, if you're ploughing or if you're cultivating, you can see that it acts more like real life. So you're cultivating and you skew width, and you can see your lines going skew width. Well, that will slightly affect course play. Not course play, GPS. I apologise, GPS. because it goes on angular straight lines. There is a mode that sets it up to 2011, which is basically what the multi-terrain mod is based around, really. I digress anyway. I'll give you a bit of background. There's probably a load of bull, but it is what it is. So yeah, you can press Control Control 3 auto sets it to the width of the machinery that you're using. We will get rid of that panel. Leave that panel up. If you press Control and W, you can see in the bottom corner that a little satellite signal. I'll just press it again so you can see. If you look at the little satellite dish, when I press Control W, a little signal comes up, so you're in work mode, I suppose, GPS work mode. So GPS has now taken over control of your tractor. The next thing you have to do is press you know, what speed you want. Obviously I just turned it off, so I'll turn everything back on. And we'll press 2, and I'm not controlling it, but I can have a good look round, and the GPS is controlling it now. I mean, GPS is good if you're spraying or if you're cultivating, you know, by yourself, or ploughing. It's got it's supposed to be able to work with the plough now properly for the offset left and right. Yeah. So the GPS has had an upgrade. But you can still use the normal buttons that you. So I will provide the link for that. So there you go for these episodes, or because I would imagine this has gone on for so long, I'm going to have to split it into 2. Hopefully you're glad to have me back. Obviously I'm not disappointed because I'm still getting things wrong, mucking things up. You just press W and it deactivates the GPS, so you lift, you know, you lift it up or whatever you're doing, turn it round. You can see the guidelines. So you roughly, I mean, it will set it up itself, so you just, you know, Control W, press 2. Nice straight lines. But you have to be in the tractor. So you can't do that in hired worker, but hired worker goes straight-ish anyway. But obviously you can't hire a worker on this. So it's for all the tasks like fertilizing, things like that, where you can't hire a worker, that it comes into its own anyway. Yeah, that's a GPS mod. So, as I say, hopefully you've enjoyed me back. I will try and do my best to give you a few new mods each time again. As it's not on a Deddy server no more, so it's a bit easier for me to introduce mods. Some of the others that played with me will be jealous as heck that I've got new toys to play with, and they'll be saying, why didn't you let me have them, and things like that. But it's me, I'm too tight, I won't spend the money, it's all mine, it's all mine. Anyway, so yeah, we've done the AutoCombine. It does work. It does work. It's a great little mod. We've done the green fertilizer. It works. I'll leave it up to you whether you use it or not. Will I use it? Don't know. Don't know. You've got the other one, you've got the corn green fertilizer one. Probably not use that, I'll probably stick to the standard. And you've got the GPS upgrade. You've seen me new little toys, my class and defense. Yeah, we'll try and bring you some new toys each time now. So this is FS Panda Mushroom. Thank you for having me back. Take care. See you soon. Bye.